All right, ladies and gentlemen, throughout this devastating time, I've had my family to support me, and my family is very great. I'm really blessed to have a family like mine. My family is very, very good. All my family is. I mean, sometimes we get into our arguments, but for the most part, everybody in my family is great. I've had a great experience being raised. I really felt like my childhood was really great. And I didn't do much of anything really, but I was free to be. I was allowed to do whatever I wanted. Even as a little child, like my mother would let me ride my bike outside late at night, and I felt that that was a good thing. I mean, maybe some other people would be like, "How dare you let your child go out there like that at night?" I wasn't scared. I never felt scared. I felt safe, and I mean, my friends were all fun. I always had fun friends, great friends that I liked. My friends were always cool. They always did the cool thing. I'm a cool person. I'm very popular. I look very good, so people that see me only say cool, fun things. Usually, most people do not say anything negative, really, because I'm a fun type of person. I'm a cool kind of person. So most people are like, well, what do you say to someone that looks better than a lot of people and that? And of course, I picked the best friends, right? Like all my friends are fun. All my friends are very nice. So I picked the best friends. So at that with all that said, I do have, and my friends are very positive. I mean, some of them had a hard time because I mean, what are you gonna say to someone that's looks like a supermodel? But I mean, all my friends, all in all, every single one of my friends, regardless of who they were, if they were my friends, I liked them. I was very grateful. All my friends I'm grateful for, even though I have my bestie that I'm really close to. But all my friends have provided something good in the past. I used to always get treated for dinner by my friends, which was very, very nice. I don't do that anymore, but I did get that a lot, which I was really appreciative of. I tried to show my appreciation, but I don't know if it came across. But I'm very grateful. My friends were always there, and they were always helpful. And then I had friends that would get me through serious times, and then other friends that would be more fun times. And it was a really nice thing for me. I really enjoyed my childhood. I really had a great time. I really enjoyed everything to do with it. I don't know about you guys. I hope you guys had a great childhood. I mean, things like abuse and things like that, that was not in my childhood. I didn't have that for me. Nothing was like that for me. So I was very grateful that that happened for me. And there were a lot of people that were abused in many ways and different things, but I never had that. For me, it wasn't something I experienced. So for me, I was very, very happy. I had a really good childhood. I never felt pain. I was always healthy. I always did very, very well in school. I mean, I was very lucky to have that. Plus, I was gorgeous. I really didn't know I was gorgeous till maybe my 30s. I mean, like, believe it or not, I mean, you don't know when you're gorgeous sometimes. And people make you feel like you're not gorgeous because they don't want you to know. Even though it should be obvious, like, if you see yourself, you can tell, but I never really compared properly till I was in my 30s. And that's when I decided to be a star. But I started modeling and everything. But I mean, I didn't know. I really had no idea. Like I knew I was good looking. I loved how I looked, but I just thought there was a lot of people like that, and people were always looked like that, and it wasn't like something that was that rare. I always felt that way, but then I started noticing, yes, even celebrities are not that good looking, and most people are not comparable to me. It's very rare, and then seeing my dad perform when he was younger, and even now, well, not now, but when he performed recently, um, he was looking very, very good. So, I mean, I didn't really put two and two together until I was like older, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, that's why I have no qualms about talking about being gorgeous and feeling gorgeous and looking gorgeous and loving being gorgeous because at the end of the day, if you spent all this time not really knowing, you totally want to say to yourself, well, I'm here, I did it, I'm beautiful, I'm going to celebrate it. Um, why not? Now, okay, so getting on a different topic altogether, because I know that topic people sometimes don't like, or my fans like everything I do, so thank you. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about Dolly Parton now. All right, Dolly Parton is a breath of fresh air. She's so nice. Now she's so happy doing what she does. Now she has a Christmas special, and I saw it. It was good. I was like, I saw a clip of the movie that she's in. I'm not going to have time to watch it. I would love to. I love Dolly Parton. The song that she sang was really good. Um, the other actress in the movie was very good. The specifics of the movie, like, it was good, and it was things that I can relate. Oh, one second, guys. It was things that I can relate to. I really felt like it was, because a lot of people have no spirit sometimes, and a lot of people are grumpy, and a lot of people are negative. I mean, I'm very positive because I have a lot going for me, but some people don't have those things. So when you see a movie like that, and it was like talking about how I guess the girl was trying to become an angel or something. She was, and Dolly Parton is an angel, and so this other girl, the boss of the girl trying to be an angel. I don't even know for sure, but I thought she was trying to be an angel. Maybe she was a worker for, I don't know. Maybe she was her servant or her butler or whatever. Um, but yeah, so she was trying to be like, well, why is my boss so rude to me? And then her boss is saying, I'm going through something. So sorry, I was short. And then she's like, is that an apology? She's like, don't push it, or right. But I mean, like, I'm like, that's cool. I deal with people all the time, and a lot of people are really not doing so well. It's a really tough time. Some people have been dealing with major issues for a long time. So for them, when they see me, they don't like it, right? Not that they want to like it, and some of them do like it, and some of them are very supportive. Some people do like me like that. But I mean, when you have something where you're dealing with an illness, or you have a lot of pain, or you're suffering, and you see someone that's totally thriving and doing well and having all this glam and glitz, you just kind of get upset, and you don't do it on purpose. I don't think that person's doing it on purpose, but they might be like, oh, they have so much, I don't know what to say, I wish I could have that. And I don't take it for granted, like, I really don't. So like, there's some people that in this world that are starving, there's some people in this world that are homeless, there's some people in this world with diseases and illnesses. So at the end of the day, I'm very grateful to the fact that I have all these things going for me. I wouldn't have it any other way. And of course, that's why I'm the person that's a giving person. I want to give to the homeless. Not now, I don't have any money now, but I want to give to the homeless. I want to be able to support the homeless, but it through an agency, not directly, because you never know what they're spending it on or whatever. But I want to support someone that maybe never meant to be homeless. Someone that was, like, Dolly Parton's very charitable, that kind of thing, right? Someone, and I want to go to the agency directly and say, can you find someone that just got homeless, or that is homeless now, that really worked hard, just lost their job by some fluke, and they didn't have the opportunity, that kind of thing. And they're nice people. They didn't do drugs and alcohol. Not that drugs and alcohol are bad, but some people get stuck in a rut and they do drugs and alcohol and they're homeless. So it's hard to help them, but because they're addicted, I would help them too, of course. But helping someone that's like never did drugs and alcohol, they just got there because of some fluke circumstance. Maybe they moved to the country, didn't realize how hard it was to get a job, and they're homeless now. They speak fluent English, and they were just kind of like not sure what to do at this point, so they had to go to a homeless shelter. Something like that, right? I would love to help someone like that because, at the end of the day, I'm very grateful for what I have, and I have gone through periods where I'm really, really poor. I mean, I'm poor now, but I had gone through periods where I was extremely poor. So, I understand. And I mean, I was in a rut. I mean, for sure, it was bad, but I've never been homeless. So, that's something that I really, for the Christmas season, I really think that that's important to tackle. I think if you're homeless, especially around Christmas or around the holidays, I know it's COVID and the situation is tough for everyone, but a homeless person really needs that help. And I mean, like, I couldn't imagine Christmas. I mean, I had times where I was starving and not eating and having a hard time. And I mean, I never was used to that because growing up, even though we were poor, my mom always made sure I had the most food, and we'd go out to big dinners where it was like a special occasion and it was rare, but I would eat a lot and I was exercising a lot, so I would lose the fat. I was very fit, and I was very healthy, and I've always been very healthy. But there were times where I went to the food bank and I had to starve, And I really, I hated that. I was like, this is not something I want to do. And I mean, I was really worried that, I mean, it wasn't so bad. I was the type of person that still was positive. I'm just a positive person, but I was really not eating for like over a week. Like, well, not over a week, maybe like 5 days, and then having to go to the food bank, and then all the people that are there, a lot of them are homeless and having a hard time. So you don't take that for granted, even though you're suffering and you're not able to eat. But you're like, okay, well, at least I have a home, But it was crazy, and I was like, well. And I mean, I always felt, that one day I'm going to be famous. One day I'm going to do something really big. And I never, actually, at that time, I wasn't even like that. At that time, I wasn't like that. But now I'm like, one day I'm going to be famous. I'm not going to have to worry about money. I really don't want to worry about money because I've always had issues with money in terms of not making enough. But nowadays, I'm not doing so bad. Like, I'm living comfortably because I can afford my bills, but my apartment's not very nice. But I mean, I can afford it. It's not that expensive. But like at the end of the day, and of course I do a lot of glam. I can afford this kind of outfit, these kind of outfits, this kind of thing, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't drink coffee. So I can afford these kinds of things. But really, all in all, people that have money. Even if you have a little bit of money, you have a big house or you have a moderate house, or uh, at least you have a house and you have some kind of like a lot of nice things. You have a car, you have this and that. But I don't have a lot of those things. And I've always been kind of like the person that's uh, not thriving or anything like that. But I am. I'm very grateful because I can afford to buy nice clothes and nice things to perform on YouTube because that's all I really need to get to be famous. I mean, look how gorgeous this is, right? This is incredibly gorgeous. And the Christmas season is all about people that are rising above, that are going to be stars. It's all about giving. It's all about cherishing the times you have and enjoying what you have and just sort of like making it to the top. Like I really believe I'll make it to the top. And part of me is like, well, part of me is like, I kind of wish like when I'm really famous and have a lot of money, it's gonna be harder to diet and exercise because I know for me, I love food, but of course I will. Don't worry, guys, and you'll see me probably. I'll probably look even better, but yes. So it's crazy that when you have time where you have to not eat and you have to starve, you are a lot thinner than you would be. Like I definitely learned a lot by going through times like that, and I was a lot more gorgeous at times because I was not eating and I looked amazing. I was healthy enough because I had eaten a lot before. I did buy expensive food, so when I was starving, it wasn't so bad. But I didn't buy the super expensive, but I bought like organic at some points and different things, and a lot of meats and stuff like that. But I mean, it's incredible the journey you go through in life, and a lot of people like Brittany grew up poor, and Oprah grew up poor. All these people grew up poor. Madonna grew up in a poor home, like she wasn't that rich or anything. So it happens to a lot of people that are not really rich, and so like it's just kind of a journey thing. You get to a point in life where you're tired of the journey, but it's important. It's part of you, but you want to overcome things. You want to do well. You want to make sure you're thriving. Now, for me, my childhood was great. I really enjoyed my childhood. There was a time in my life where I was starving a lot of times, but I enjoyed it. I had good friends. I was really happy. And I mean, my friends didn't know I was starving. I didn't tell anybody. And I wasn't starving a lot. I mean, I looked good still. I looked amazing. And when I did starve myself, because of the necessity of having no money for food, I was able to look really, really good. Even better because I was thinner. So it wasn't like people noticed. People were probably like, "What's your diet? Like you're doing really well." But yes. So I'm the type of person that doesn't complain to people. Like if I have a friend or I have someone in my life, I'm not going to tell them, "Oh, I didn't eat for months and I didn't do this." I'm not going to tell them that because at the end of the day, you hang out with your friends because they want to have a good time. I'm the person that likes to have fun. I don't like to just muddle around and talk depressed and be dopey, and mopey. I like to be not dopey but mopey. I don't like to mope around and be like, oh, woe is me, you know. I'm never like that. But nowadays, I have a fridge full of food. No, it's not full of food, but it's got enough food. I never have a day where, I mean, some days I don't eat because I'm dieting, and I choose not to, but I have always have food now. I always have food, and I always earn it myself, and I always pay for everything. I mean, I'm 41, I should by now, but I mean, some people really can't, you know. So yes, so there's not a worry now. So don't worry, guys, and I'm very happy and positive to perform for you guys. But there was a time where I was going to food banks a lot and having a harder time, and of course, it makes you stronger. You know, if I didn't go through that period, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. You know. Anyway, thank you all very, very much for watching. I love performing for you guys. You know it, you know it. Now, guys, I really want to thank you all very much for watching. My pleasure to give you guys the world's best. This look alone, I can get millions of views on this look alone. This look is beautiful. Now, my diet and exercise regime is top notch. I'm very, very healthy. Even though I did go to food banks, I wasn't like homeless and starving for long periods of time. I would go to a food bank maybe once every 2 months. So it wasn't like I was like maybe once a month. But I mean, even still, you cannot eat for maybe 5 days or 4 days. And if you're bigger, you cannot eat for longer and not be concerned. It's not a concern. A lot of people can stop eating. You can fast for a long time like, without a concern about it's just that torture, you know, when you want to eat something and you're like, let's say at that time because I was always hungry, and even though I wasn't trying to be an entertainer, so I wasn't concerned about dieting to look thin, so it wasn't something that I was planning on, you know, but yes, so yes, you can always bounce back, you can always overcome things, you can always deal with things in a better manner. You can always strive for more. You can always be hopeful and happy. You can always do whatever you need to do. Now, like I said, there are some people that are in pain or suffering, and you know they have no choice. I mean, some people are very negative with me, but they have a reason. They're not happy with their lives. They're in major pain constantly. They probably don't even do it on purpose. They just see me and they think he's got it all. He's doing well. Mileena, or I'm a Marco normally, but Mileena's got it all. Marco's got it all, so I'm upset. But you know, at the end of the day, we all know that even rich people and famous people and good-looking people, they suffer too. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm very, very happy in general. I'm dealing with something devastating now, but it's something that happens to everyone. It's just that, and it happens to everyone at certain times in their life. Most of the time, it's usually this happens to everyone. Not everybody has this experience, but. But yes, so I'm going through a devastating time, but I'm super happy and I love performing for you guys. So that's not a concern. It's not a concern for me to be that way because, I mean, for me, I mean, I take things well. I'm very positive. I'm very energetic. I love to work. And I think this person would have wanted me to stay focused on the work, stay focused on what I was doing because they like me to be successful. They like me to do lots of things. I really wish things would have worked out differently though with this situation, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm very lucky and I came out stronger with this. I mean, it's very tough, and maybe one day I'll tell you guys what it is, but right now it's too hard for me to handle, and it's something I don't want to share, but I might share it later on. Thank you all for watching. Click that subscribe button. Thank you all. Bye now. Bye.